Hello there, friend. Welcome to Start Early Today. Lesson number 3. I do not understand anything in this room, on this street, from this window, in this place. Apply this idea in the same way as the previous ones, without making distinctions of any kind. Whatever you see becomes a proper subject for applying the idea. Be sure that you do not question the suitability of anything for application of the idea. These are not exercises in judgment. Anything is suitable if you see it. Some of the things you may see may have emotionally charged meaning for you. Try to lay such feelings aside and merely use these things exactly as you would anything else. The point of the exercises is to help you clear your mind of all past associations, to see things exactly as they appear to you now, and to realize how little you really understand about them. It is therefore essential that you keep a perfectly open mind, unhampered by judgment, in selecting the things to which the idea for the day is to be applied. For this purpose, one thing is like another, equally suitable and therefore equally useful. Once again, a reminder to let go of judgment. Today, may we judge nothing that occurs. May we tune into the witness and be the benign observer of all things around us and inside us. Laying such feelings aside, some energetic feelings that may prop up due to some thoughts that pass through the mind. Remember that our mind is just a vessel through which the thoughts pass through. Some thoughts are good, some thoughts are bad, but the choice of you engaging with it, that is where your freedom is. So be a mindful, diligent discerner of what type of thoughts you're gonna engage your mind into and your energies into. You have this power, my friend. We have this freedom. So let go of judgment. When we judge a thing, we fall into the delusion of polarity, for there are two sides of each coin or a stick, but it's all made up of one stick. So let's stay in equanimity in the middle, judging nothing. Anything is neither a fortune nor a misfortune, as the Zen koan always says. Not judging anything, everything is just like another, supporting life, supporting the growth of one another. Everything has a purpose. Everything happens for a reason. And this lesson reminds us to keep an open mind. A mind that is unhampered by judgment. When we judge, we cloud our perceptions. We only see through a very rigid point of view. And within this rigid point of view, growth is being hindered. Love is being blocked. We do not see the good in others. We do not see the good in us, for we judge ourselves too much at times. So we can let go of judgment today. Make it a mantra. Today I shall judge nothing that occurs. And if we see feelings that is about to rise up, and we always know that it's not a good feeling. We always know that this feeling is not a good one. This feeling that is about to come out of my mouth and I feel in my chest is gonna bring a block. Is gonna bring a block and is gonna separate me from the wholeness of life. That is when the ego is reigning supreme. That was our post last week about the nature of the ego. The ego is afraid, therefore it always separates itself from the whole. It is drunk with its own poison of specialness. It's stuck in its own ways. It cannot see other than its own its own preferences. But these delusions are limiting us from being closer to what we can truly be. So aim at the highest possible good. Imagine your highest version. Imagine yourself being strong, caring, loving, understanding, skillful. There's no limit to what we can be. Each day, we're gifted a gift, a new life. You have resurrected. You can let go of things that are not working. You can focus on a couple of things that are working for you. And this involves leading yourself, becoming truly aware of what you are about on your journey in this life. And writing it down really helps. So as a review, we did lesson 1, which is nothing I see in this room means anything. Lesson number 2 is I have given everything I see in this room all the meaning that it has for me. And lesson number 3 for today, I do not understand anything in this room. Be like Krishnamurti. He said, I do not mind what happens next. That just frees you from all the closeness, from all the rigid, tense feelings that the ego imposes. The ego says, the little voice in your head says, and presents you with all of these conditions. It says, you won't be happy until this. You won't be happy until this happens. And what if this happens, then you will be like this. Let go of all of those. All you gotta do is show up. Show up with curiosity. Bring and share what you can provide. And it does not necessarily mean a whole lot of gold or material wealth. Sometimes your presence is all that the moment needs. And it also says in The Return to Love by Marianne Williamson, anything that lacks in this moment, the only thing that lacks in this moment is the love that you're giving. So give love through attention, through approval, through support. But it doesn't need to be smothering. It doesn't need to be exaggerated. Just a little nudge, just a little bow, just a little respect, honor, and appreciation is good enough. So may today be filled with non-imposition of we think we need to understand. Is that a good one? For you do not need to understand anything. Cut the ties between the feelings. Okay? If you see something, exercise not feeling anything about it because it does not mean anything. And take a deep breath and proceed with reverence. Proceed with reverence. Proceed with respect in the way you're dealing with anything. Okay? So I think that's it for today. Lesson number 3, I do not understand anything I see in this room. And I'd like for you to know that there's no limit to what you can be, do, or become, have, be, do. Because you're the creator of your own world. I'm doing this podcast to practice my articulation and clarity of communication. Pardon if my communication is unclear at times. I just say what feels true. What feels true. And I think that's what's most important. The genuinity of it. The authenticity of it. And I think this Course in Miracles is pretty good. I have a couple of books here too. Shout out to Caroline. She also has the Pocket Thomas Merton. He has some good sentiments too. The Basic premise is you already are what you're searching for. That one stuck onto me. And we also have The Laws of Success here by Yogananda. We will be discussing using the power of spirit to create health, prosperity, and happiness, because everything's within your hands, my friend. Everything's within your reach, and you overthinking about it, you being a perfectionist is wasting time. Time is all you have. All of the people who mattered and are doing things just did it. Okay? I'm not a good public speaker, but I'm doing it. I enrolled in ICP, International Certification for Coaches. I forgot the specific name, but classes starts tomorrow. So show up, my friend. Show up to what you are and be open to the whisper of the infinite. What shall it be for you today? It's hella exciting. It's heavenly exciting, I should say. And watching your language is a very good practice as well. The subconscious mind doesn't know any jokes, so at times we think it's cute to begrudge or belittle ourselves. Never ever say that you are not worth anything, or that you are anything negative about yourself. Stop saying that. Make it a strict rule. I applied it by switching hell to heaven. Okay? That's a heavenly yes. Because what you say, your word is your wand, as Florence Scovel-Sheen said. Your word is your wand. You speak your world into existence. The beginning, there was the word, and the word was good. So having the power of speech is a great responsibility. So it's just a matter of being watchful. Be watchful of your speech. Be watchful of your facial expression. You might be unaware, but you can take a look in the mirror. You might be stuck in an annoyed facial expression. So be mindful. As you brush your teeth, you can smile at yourself and approve of yourself. Study the Course in Miracles. Pick an affirmation that works for you. There's no limit to what you can be, and it starts with a single brick. Lay that single brick. Take that small step towards the life of your dreams. You are rooting for you. There's a future self. There's a version of yourself, which is your future self, that you can imagine, that is yet to be met by your present self. And your future self will thank you for the decisions that you're gonna make today. Okay? I think that's a powerful one. Make that decision right now. I made the decision to enroll in this class, and time will come. The class will start, and I will just flow with it. And I am an open vessel once again. With anything that I'm curious of, I will enter it. I will enter it like a water penetrating a crevice, because there's so many interesting things in this life. Learn a new language, learn a new instrument. I can't wait to book shows for my band. I can't wait to practice new yoga poses, and to ride my longboard, and to write some inspiring articles. What is it for you, my friend? What is it for you? Make it good. Make it one that helps yourself and others. So, yeah. Culinary school, that's good too. Or just start cooking. You don't need to go to culinary school, but I did the drudgery of that. It's pretty treacherous, and also working in a professional kitchen. But I like it. It was a game of mine for a while, but once you get the lesson, once you get the gem, you can move on. Now I cook at makepuretheyheart.com. That's a food blog. I took up food blogging. I'm gonna take up coaching. I'm a certified yoga instructor, And what you learn, you practice. What you practice, you teach. And I'm just here to tell you that life is great. Life is a gift. And be mindful of how you spend your time. Okay? Smarten up. Smarten up. It's good. Look up to the sky. There is no problem ever. Problem is only made up by the thinking mind, because neither is good nor bad. Thinking makes it so. Nothing. I love these headlines. These are the prompts of my writing. I just write a headline that strikes me, that is a lesson in and of itself, that you can recite over and over by yourself. Like things you might have taken for granted. The next best step is right here, right now. The endless gift of mindfulness. Right where you are is where you can be liberated. Yeah, my friend. It is really empowering. So if you like these things that lifts up the spirit, the things that will make you move towards the next step, go to Make Pure Thy Heart on Substack or startearlytoday.com. Today's a good one. Start of the week, lesson number 3. Keep an open mind. Practice a beginner's mind. Practice a growth mindset. Practice the artist's way. Okay? And search for what matters. The heart of it, the meaning of it, instead of its symbols. Go for wealth, then money. Go for what matters. What matters is the feeling, not the thing. You are free. You have limbs. You have the internet. And you are good to go as you are. In the process to becoming more fuller. Because that's the law of time-space reality. Things become just more full of itself until it becomes destroyed and made up again and rebirthed again. Same as you as a person. Rebirthed. You're being rebirthed daily. St. Paul said, I die daily. So wake up to the newest version of yourself that you can be, the rock star that you are. And maybe you can do a little assessment, a little audit. Maybe you can practice the Pareto principle. Practice and take a look at what brings you result. The 20% of actions that bring that brings the 80% of the results. Because it's the little key actions that bring you the massive returns. This is law. This is law that in a company only 20 key people bring in 80% of the profits. That is the same way in your life as well. That's 20% of your actions bring 80% of your happiness. But to really control and manipulate it to your advantage, to your full happiness, you need to know what they are. And you need to deploy it, do it, be it, practice it, systematize it, and relentlessly pursue it, whatever it may be. Whatever it may be that makes you happy. That as long as it's non-harming to others and to yourself. Okay? Be a worthwhile person. Be useful to yourself and others. I think I'm psyched. I'm gonna go write. I'm gonna go swing some kettlebells. I finished 100 pull-ups, 100 windshield wipers. This is where you're hanging on a pull-up and you lift up your legs and you make both of your legs like windshield wipers. So I did those for the core. And I did 100 push-ups as the pot was boiling. I did a 30-minute Peloton ride. I did a shower while I was in the shower, meaning I was mindful while I was in the shower, feeling the water hit my face and deep breaths. And as for physical activities, an Ashtanga primary and a kettlebell circuit. And I had protein shake because I learned that you need a lot of protein to build muscle. For us vegans, we need extra protein and amino acid. So I have a lot of quinoa too. Yesterday I made tofu with wakame, with gochujang, and a lot of stock. What will you end up? A good soup. Heartwarming soup. Leeks was also there. Okay, we reached the 20-minute mark. You are loved, and open some space for some miracles today. That's it for today. Please share, subscribe, and like. Namaste.